Hello ladies and gentlemen, and Idiot Imports is sponsored by PlayAsia, who most likely supplied this game to me unless I specifically mentioned that they didn't. You can follow the affiliate link in the description to buy this game from PlayAsia to support me and my channel, and you can use the coupon code BLUEVITA to save $3 off your order. Thanks for your support, enjoy the show. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima. Yeah, I know, but it's episode 50 of An Idiot Imports, and it just felt right to do this. So let's go and have a look at Bullet Girls 2. We'll just head straight into the story mode. The other stuff is accessible from in there. And notably, there's actually 2 campaigns. So I've mainly been playing the second one. But the 2 campaigns have different missions and stuff like that, so it's kind of neat. Also, they have a lot more playable characters in the first game, so that's even neater. So here we are on the world map. Every one of these little chapters here has 4 missions. You unlock the 4th after doing the first 3. And you have this silly little teacher constantly doing weird poses on the side there. You can even press square to make her say more voice lines. It's a little strange. There is a little bit more to do out here. If you hit select, it'll let you access the sub-menu, which lets you do the torture segments that everybody knows about when it comes to Bullet Girls. You can see the storyline cutscenes, but there's not that much to see. It's just, well, I'll show you just the one, just to demonstrate. Hang on, where's the skip button? Must find skip button. There it is, triangle button. You get the idea. There's a few animations here and there, but it's nothing particularly interesting or engaging. And considering I can't read it anyway, no real point to me actually sticking around in it for too long. So yeah, this just lets you watch the cutscenes. And here's the options menu. I'll go through it real quick. There's not that much to see. I don't know what these 3 options here determine, and I haven't been able to get it to translate properly, which is annoying. These 3 options determine whether you, your enemies, or your bosses will lose their clothing, or you'll see the animation when they lose their clothing. I'll turn these on just for demonstration purposes. This is auto-aim, if I remember correctly. Don't know what this is because you can't change it, so there's no point to it. This is text speed, I think. These 2 are camera options. This is... I don't remember what that is. These are aiming sensitivities. This is auto-aim. This is your inputs. And you've got this. I can't remember what this is either. It's not very important. And your sound sliders. Not that much else to see, really. So, we'll just go hop into a mission real quick before I go and actually talk about everything else. Thankfully, we can do one with the character I actually have completely set up, which is nice. So you can pick an attacker and a supporter. The attacker has a special ability and a passive ability, and then you just have the supporter who's just who just has a passive ability that you take into the mission with you. So we'll just head straight into the mission with that then, shall we? Notably in the last 2 story chapters that I've played, you can only select a couple of characters instead of all of them, which kind of annoys me, because this character that I've got selected right now is actually the one I've set up the most. But anyway, away we go. I don't know what the mission objective is, but they're usually pretty simple, and considering there was a 3 in that mission objective, and on the radar before it disappeared, they showed 3 red squares. I'm just going to assume it's take down those 3 red squares. The 3 red squares are probably spawns for enemies, which makes sense. So, Bullet Girls 2 plays a lot like Board Girls 1, but I think they've updated a few things. It's been years since I've played the first one, so you'll have to forgive me if I don't remember exactly. But the controls are still pretty simple. Yes, you can do a sort of John Woo-ish dive, which is kind of silly. But anyway, the controls really are pretty simple. Left stick, right stick move, left shoulder button aims, right shoulder button fires, square reloads, triangle changes your weapons, X is a dodge button, circle is your run button. If you use the fire button while holding down the circle button, it counts as a cunt punch. No, it's a melee attack, but for some reason, it's a cunt punch if you try and do it up close and personal. Do not ask me why that is, or why I find it so amusing, especially when it's women doing the women, but yeah, it's just kind of silly and I don't know why. I'm going to pull out the rocket launcher for this one. So, as you might have seen earlier, those little animations show up whenever you successfully break a girl's clothing. And the way you get more... If I can actually hit the fucking thing, Jesus. The way you get more underwear and bras in this game, the way you get more bras and pantsu in this game, yes, this is a thing, is by completely stripping the poor girls naked. Best way to do this is with explosives, but you can do it with guns if you are a very good shot. And the different pantsu and bras give you different slots to use materials with. What are materials? The little medals I just picked up. They're basically loot drops. Hang on, I better swap to the fancy SMGs here. Every character has their own signature weapon that you can't change, and this is this one's. She has these 2 submachine guns that fire like crazy. And they do tons of damage. But you do have to reload them a lot, and they are very inaccurate. There is a special ability that every character has. And this character here, her special ability, when you press the triangle and circle button at the same time, is basically a recoil remover. She hits all her shots without having to deal with recoil at all, which is great, because her signature weapon here is an absolute pain in the ass to use without it sometimes. Ow. Yep, now they're both naked, and I still took a hit. Yes, this is about as weird as it looks. You can also crouch to make very sexually suggestive scenes. And this does actually come in more use than 1, because you can hide behind cover with this. And you can also, like, get into cover like that and poke out behind and stuff like that too. It all works, and you do actually get ranked at the end of the mission, and when you get ranked, it'll actually take away points depending on how much damage you've taken, so it's recommended that you take as little damage as possible. More materials. This will work for me. Okay, radar station. Gotta take this out. I really should just be doing this. Melee attacks do a lot of damage, but again, you do have to get close to do it. The map should come good for a second here. Once I've finished punching this. There we go. Yep, it's just down this way. That's what I thought. The gunplay is about the same as it was in Board Girls 1. They have added a little bit of recoil and a little bit of stuff like that, but otherwise it's about the same. And the AI is not very intelligent, I gotta say. Pretty sure I took a hit there. Yeah, I took a hit. Yep, there's one up there. Missed her. Ooh, I got my own shit broken. That's not good. You can take damage in this game to your clothing, and if you get stripped naked, it's not very good for you, because while you do have a health bar, you will take a lot more damage if your clothes are missing, which is not very fortunate. And as you can see, the enemy troops are more than capable of hitting you, and you can actually deal extra damage to them via doing headshots, which works pretty well actually. But the problem being that if you do that, you won't be able to. The problem being if you do that, you won't be able to actually take all their clothes off if you don't want to just run around with a rocket launcher. It's fully recommended that you go with basically a short-range weapon, which for this lady is her submachine guns, a long-range weapon, which is that XMR rifle in the back there, and an explosive weapon, whether it be grenades or a rocket launcher, to take off clothes with. Die. Thank you. Okay, so I've taken them all out, so I assume I just have to finish off all the girls now. It is recommended that you do take off as many girls' clothes as you possibly can, though, but there are times when you're just not going to be able to do that, and that's perfectly okay. Gotcha. They sound so distressed when you take off all their clothes. It's really weird. I'm just going to get this while she's flapping her ass. She's not dead, by the way. Yep, they'll still walk around even when they're naked and still try and shoot you. It's great. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to have to walk all the way back around. Nope, I think I can come down through here. This is a regular mission. Normally these aren't very long, but they apparently start to lengthen them now at this point. The first 3 missions are fairly short missions. Oh dear lord. The first 3 missions are short missions, then the 4th one is a longer mission with a boss fight. That's gotta sting. And the boss fights are pretty big pains in the ass. Just mainly because they have a lot more health and they're a lot harder to stun. So you have to be constantly like rolling out of the way of their attacks and stuff like that. And if they hit you, they can stun lock you and they can get you into a loop of getting hurt, which kind of sucks. Can't go through that door. Oh, good God. Yes, you can get shotguns and sniper rifles and different kinds of weapons in this game. Just punch the shotgun girl. Poor girl. Headshot. And yep, that was it. So that was a mission in a nutshell, basically. Yep. Most of the objectives are pretty easy to figure out, and the one time that I couldn't figure out an objective, turns out I had to pull out the rocket launcher and strip a few bitches. So that's pretty much how that works. We've got our materials, and we've got our underwear. Lots of different kinds of underwear, including some slot 8 ones, which is actually kind of nice, because I've been needing some slot 8 ones for some time now. So now that we've done that, let me go and show you how this game's loot and upgrade system works. So if we hit L on this screen here, we get to go to the shop, and it'll let us buy some stuff. We get money for every mission that we do. I've got 18,000 yen right now, which is a surprising amount. I'm kind of surprised I have that much. But yeah, you've got... Oh, wow. Bloody M79. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely pick up a few M79s if you don't mind. And the more weapons you buy, the more upgraded versions of them you get. Which is good, because, you know, you don't want to spend so much time. I'm going to buy a couple of sniper rifles just for the purpose of demonstration. I'll equip them on my next mission. And I can't get this one yet. I'm actually pretty low on funds, but yeah. You can get all sorts of different kinds of weapons. There's a shotgun here, a striker shotgun here, which is a not so much semi-automatic, but it's a lot faster. You got machine guns and even a blade chain gun here, and of course pistols. But the pistols suck. I mean, I should probably buy this Magnum just to try how it is, but yeah, the pistols do tend to suck in this game. I don't know why you'd use them. You have unlimited ammo, so it's not like it matters. So you can buy different costumes, and as you can see down the bottom left there, they actually have different stats on them and stuff. I don't know what those are because I haven't been able to translate them, thanks to the Google Translate app not being very good. You've got the ability to buy bras and pantsuit here as well, which will give you, like, different upgrade slots and stuff like that. But the ones that give you like 10 slots cost a ton of money for this point in the game, so there's no point. You can also buy panties as well, and yes, the poor girl here actually models them for you. You can also buy material, but you can't buy materials that you already have. I'll explain what those are shortly. And you can buy items, and these items are meant for the torture sections, which I will show off at the end of the video. And you can also buy med kits. But you can also find them in the world, and if you're not completely terrible at the game, you probably don't even need them. So now if we hit R, we get taken into the character customization screen. And if we pick a character, we can change her weaponry. So unfortunately I can't change her main weapon, but I can change her sub-weapons. Which, in this case, will be... Oh, the grenade launcher's not in this section. It's in this section, isn't it? Yes, so... I will take a M79 grenade launcher. And I will take a sniper rifle, actually. I just need to... It was... Yeah, probably in this category, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. I'll take a sniper rifle. So I've got a long range, an explosive, and a short range. So that works. Now, if I go to my outfit here, I can choose what outfit I want. But as you can see, this is a pretty decent balance of stats, more or less. So I'll just leave it at that, more or less. So here's where you come to equip bras and panties. What bra and panty you equip doesn't really matter, because they're all customizable as far as I can tell. I just need to find one with like 8 slots in it. There we go. So now if I select this and I select this, I can equip these little materials into the slots, and they all take a specific amount of slots, and they all have different effects. So for example, well, I'm not going to say for example, but red is your attack, yellow is defense, green is your reload speeds, blue is your range, and orange is your accuracy. So that's basically it. These are all for different kinds of weapons. So if I wanted to make my explosive do more damage, I'd pick that one, for example. If I wanted to make this be 16% whatever, I'd just do that. It makes sense, and these are pretty easy to translate. I just haven't bothered. I just pick random ones, and I seem to do okay with them, more or less. I do make sure to take along a lot of extra HP ones, just to be safe, you know. But otherwise, I don't really mind. Sure, you might want to, like, find out which ones are specifically extra HP, which ones are specifically, like, extra explosive damage, because you do have to fight things like tanks eventually, which kind of sucks. But generally, just having a even spread of stuff won't do you too badly. So let's just equip that. And you can also equip an accessory, which is usually just like glasses. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple system. It's pretty easy to figure out. And it doesn't really require much Japanese knowledge to get an understanding of. So we'll go and do the next mission. Same girl, but since she's got 2 different weapons, it's, since she's got 2 different weapons, it'll be fine. And in case you didn't notice, well, you wouldn't have noticed, because I probably wouldn't have told you. It's hard to figure out otherwise. That blue girl, who's the support that I've been taking, like, most of the time, gives you, like, 460 extra health. But seriously, look, now I've got, like, 2,000 health. I'm pretty much a tank at this point. So let's try the new weapons. I completely fucking missed. Good job, me. There we go. Poor girl. Whoop, there she goes again. At least this reloads faster than the bloody, At least the reload's faster than the bloody rocket launch, I'll tell you that much. But, for now. I don't really like sniper rifles in this game because you want to be doing a lot of damage to a lot of areas at once, so you'd be better suited with like an assault rifle. Hang on, I'll just grab this while I'm here. Poor girl. Sniper rifle out. Headshot. The guns themselves aren't exactly very satisfying. I mean, they do have recoil, but it's quite minimal. It's like Call of Duty level recoil. I gotta admit, though, I think, if I remember correctly, the original Ball Girls had no recoil for, like, anything at all. So, seeing this isn't the worst thing in the world. There is another system. Oh, yeah, by the way, when you're playing, you probably want to turn the... How? when you're playing, you want to turn the sensitivity down basically right away, because if you don't, you will have an absolutely terrible time. Jesus Christ, that was close. Alright, come here, you. There is another mechanic that I haven't particularly shown off yet that I actually like, but as I was saying earlier, you basically get no opportunities to use it, which kind of sucks. But the idea is, if you manage to sneak up on someone and then tap the screen, see? They get all embarrassed and your follow-up shots actually do more damage. Which is... It's such a silly system. Yes, you literally let me try that again. You literally tap the touchscreen to do that. It's great. Like, I know it's such a silly, perverted thing to do, but it's actually kind of funny when you think about it. I hate this. I can't even zoom on this thing as far as I'm aware. Can I even zoom on this thing? Oh, I can. Good. Oh, no, I can't. This is just, that's just the D-pad in this game, for some reason, resets your camera so that it's behind, that's either in front or behind you, or you can swap what side you're looking on. Don't ask me why it does that, but it does. Now, if I can just get this girl on my side, there we go, reload. There's probably another thing around here. Yep, there it is. See what I mean by not having assault rifles? Just kind of sucks. Hang on. Yeah, just do that for a bit. Why not? To be fair, I really should just use these. There we go. Go take out the other one next. Unfortunately, your special abilities are time limited, so you do have to wait to activate them again. Is that it? Nope, I have to head out the front door now. Before I do, I'll just grab myself a material and hit that. Yeah, that's it. Missions are usually about that short, actually. I'm a little bit surprised that the last one was so long. Alright, we've got 2 more missions to do. So I might as well swap to another character and, try out their signature weapon. Wow, this has been going for 22 minutes already. Alright. Signature weapon. We'll play as Jelly, and we'll take along the extra health again. Oh, no, the first thing I need to do... The first thing I need to do is actually customize it to have a decent pair of bra and panties on. Oh, never mind. I will return shortly. Alright, now that we're back, I've got a better idea. I've gone back to a slightly earlier level, and we're going to play the boss mission on that just so it doesn't take so long, because this video is already 23 minutes long as it is. So I just need to pick someone who I've already got fairly prepared. I think Kasumi is pretty good. And then might as well pick just Miyu again. So let's just head off straight into this mission. This is a boss mission, and they tend to be a fair bit longer and have more than one objective and their own cutscenes too. And once you've finished a series of 4 missions, you just get to move on to the next set. Outside the torture game, of course. Just wait for it to load up. I have a couple of other weapons here, so let's go. This is a pretty simple mission. You just have to beat the ever-loving bejesus out of this poor girl. This mission is a lot longer and more complex, and you can see a bunch of different things going on, like on the mini-map, but yeah, this is pretty simple. Also, hello. This girl's special ability, I haven't actually figured it out. Oh yeah, it's the flashbang, of course it is. And her special weapon is actually a 4-shot rocket launcher, but it's just as annoying to aim as the other rocket launchers, for no discernible reason other than to be annoying. You can see why I turned those little cutscenes off, because after a while they really do become the most annoying things imaginable. Yeah, now she just legs it, and you are not getting her this time, unfortunately. Bit of a pain, actually. A lot of these missions just take a while because they make you do like a bunch of objectives in a row, and then you have to go and fight the boss, and you might end up having to repeat missions a couple of times just because of how bloody long it takes. Whoop, missed the kick. Didn't miss it that time. Bloody snipers. Yep. Well, she just completely disappeared. I haven't seen that happen before. It's Bullet Girls, really. I mean, there's not that much else I can say about it. It's literally just more Bullet Girls. Slightly, excuse me, slightly improved, but it's still just like Bullet Girls. Seriously, like, what else do you want me to say? Hang on, I'll show off the rocket launcher again. Oh, got her in the face. That's a good start. Also, apparently I hit someone else with that too. Whoops. Die, please. Thank you. Reload the shotgun. Thank God you have infinite ammo. Yes, that's as bad as it looks. Hey. Like, I really don't know what else to say about it. It's a functioning, if not particularly impressive, or, you know, polished, or, to be fair, even enjoyable shooter. I mean, sure, somebody will get a kick out of it, but as a shooter, it's just not that impressive. Which is to be expected. I hate these bloody huts. They take ages to take out. Where'd that come from? Oh, up there. Not gonna hit shit with this from this distance. Excuse me for just a second. Let me turn all of them off. You can even hear them just cry out in the distance, poor things. The AI isn't particularly intelligent, but then again, I have only been playing the normal mode. There is a hard difficulty, but it's, yeah, why would you play this on a hard difficulty? Seriously? It's not what you're here for. There we go. Just one more to take care of. Grab a health kit or a med kit, pick one or the other. And she's back. Let's go take care of business. Where did that come from? Oh, you. You're not actually supposed to have this gun at this point, which is why this boss fight is surprisingly easy. Let's see if I can actually pull off the... No. I didn't at least get hit though. That's nice. Yep, now you have to fight a second one. Which we're not going to do. I cannot be bothered to play through the rest of this boss fight. Thankfully, even if you do fail a mission, you get all the outfits and all the materials that you got so far, so if you're having trouble being a mission, you might at least get some decent stuff from it. So you can come back and try again. What the hell have I got stuck in my throat? Alright. So, there is of course one more thing. I know exactly what it is. You know exactly what it is. It's what you've all been waiting for, and might as well be doubles this time. Just for the purpose of demonstration. In the story mode, you don't get to dress them up, but in this free mode here, you do. Yep. So you use the tools on the right, tap the screen, and it gives you points. The more points you get, the more money you get at the end. But the thing is, this is actually a lot harder than it looks to get decent scores on for some reason. Some of these tools are meant to be more effective for getting specific types of points, but the problem is that it takes bloody ages to get any decent amounts of points, and if you can't get a decent amount of points, then you can't... If you can't get a decent amount of points, you can't get a high rank, and if you can't get a high rank, you can't get extra money from it. But thankfully, even in the story mode, this is more or less optional. Like, you can press start just right after it starts immediately just to skip it. Which is nice, because who would want to play this for more than a few minutes? You have to do it for 2 minutes, but I can't even be bothered to show you more than one. So, there you go. Yep, you even get a little pose like that for some bloody reason. Don't ask me why. Yep. Barely got any money for that. Pretty sure that was do you want to retry screen, but no, I do not. And that's basically it. That's Bullet Girls 2. It's exactly the same as the first game. It's mainly meant for fan service. The shooting is serviceable at best. That's basically it. So if you want a good shooter, this is definitely not the game you want to be getting. Hell, there are some PSP games that are better than this. And I just find it amusing how the voice clips just overlap each other and make her say really weird things. But there you go. But that was, yeah, that was Bullet Girls 2. I do not care. I do not recommend it, obviously. I just thought I'd show it off because it felt appropriate for episode 50. So there you go. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.